You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
How you guys doing? My name is Safan. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. You can find me on Twitter and gap.ai. Let's start the show. But before you start, I just want to say if you're SJW, Socialist, Communist, Marxist, Democrats, please exit the show. And on that note, let's begin. On this episode, I want to talk about Elizabeth Warren and what she said. Excuse me 1 second. What she said about canceling out student loan debt, right? Basically, it's another ploy to buy votes for the Democratic strategy, right? That's all their strategy is, buying votes, right? They're canceling the student loan debt. First of all, she didn't think this up, right? When you cancel a debt, there's consequences when you do that, right? You deflate the money system. You devalue your education. Your education. I mean, some degree out there are already worthless, but you render it even more worthless, right? Not only that, you'll increase the debt spending, right? All right, you'll put out more money to pay up to balance out the money that you cancel out, right? Your bonds will depreciate, all right? It shows the banker that if you want to borrow money, that means you can't. That means that you're less trustworthy to pay off all your debt, right? That's what happens when you cancel out your debt, right? There's a typical ploy by the Democratic Party, right? Especially Elizabeth Warren. She knows she's doing this because to buy votes, right? She's losing in the poll, right? She's losing the poll, and they think that by canceling out the debt will solve everything. It's not gonna solve everything, right? They can use what's this thing called? Quantitative easing. That's what it is. Quantitative easing is like writing it off, like it never existed. All right, and you know how that went well, right? You know what they use quantitative easing for? The 2008 market crash. Right, they use a lot of quantitative easing. That means they print out a lot of money and bail out the bankers. This is why your dollar it used to go a long way, right? Now it doesn't. This is why, because they get printing out money, and that's what happened. If you just write off the student loan debt, right, it's gonna be more quantitative easing. They're gonna print out more money, devalue everything, right? Not only that, it make the United States stock look bad, or bonds, right? And what these people don't understand, these people don't understand basic economics, right? When you write this thing off, right? I don't want your bailout, all right? I pay it off my own, all right? For people who take all these loans and they can't pay it off, they deserve it because they know they wrote on the contract, you have to pay this off. It's a lifetime investment, right? Not only that is that they made this loan since 2016, right? They made this loan more easy to access, right? Because this loan is more easy to obtain by students, right? That means the majority of the tuition that's being paid to university right now is from loans, right? Right? Now once a loan is easy to obtain, once a loan is easy to obtain, that means more people are easily access to college, right? When people are easily admitted to colleges, that means there are fewer seats, right? There are fewer seats in college enrollment, right? That means when there's fewer seats in college enrollment, that means there's competition, right? When there's competition, they have to raise the prices. This is why college tuition are getting higher every year. Because loan is being easily accessible to more people every year. That means people are easily admitted to college every year. All right? When there's more people out in the market competing for the same thing, right? That means they have to increase the prices. This is why tuition is going up every year. Because people who aren't financially stable to get into college, now they are able to get into college, right? When there's more people in the system, they're going to have to raise prices to cover up the overhead costs. That's what people don't understand, right? When you take out a loan, when you make loan easy available to everyone, right? That means everybody get to go to college. It's like supply and demand. Oh, now everybody could be demanding into college now. Now there's a lot of people into college. What the college have to do is they have to raise the tuition prices because they want, it's basic capitalism. That's what it is. All right. This is why people don't understand why college are getting more expensive. The reason why college is getting more expensive is loans, easy accessible to loans, right? The reason why the housing market are booming in some places because their loan is easy to obtain, right? The reason why we had the 2008 market meltdown is because the Democrats who was in charge of the House, Financial Committee, what's his name? Chris Dobb and Bernie Frank, they were in that. They were pushing free subprime mortgage loan, meaning make loan easy to people, right? So when loans easy to people, when loan are more easy to people, especially more easy to people whose negligence with their finance, right? So they make the mortgage loan easy to these people, right? So they be buying houses. This is why real estate market prices is going up, because there's more loan in the money in the economy, right? In the people. So people buying houses, so they have to raise down the how would say this? The real estate prices, right? To offset all the people that got the loans, right? This is why houses are getting more expensive, because there's more loan out there. When you make loan more available to people, prices gonna go up. That's what it is, right? When loans are easily accessible to people, price will go up. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And that's what's the hard thing for people to comprehend right now. People don't understand that, right? This is the root cause of the subprime mortgage meltdown, because they've been letting out all these bad loans, right? That's the same thing with student loan right now too. They're giving out all these bad loans to students. They can't pay it off. The college bubble is the next meltdown. I'm telling you, it's gonna be the next meltdown right now, because all these loans. What the government need to do is slow down on the loans. Stop giving out the loans. Let the market work for itself. When you let the market work for itself, everything will balance it out, right? Government should not get interfere with all these loans and all that stuff, right? It was during the Obama administration when all these stuff was just picking up, when he should know that he should just stop getting involved in the school system and the educational system. See, when government touch something, they can ruin it, right? They touch the real estate market, they ruin that, right? They touch the educational market, they ruin that, all right? They touch in the healthcare market, they ruin that as well. Right? They should leave it up to the market and let the market dictate for itself. And that's what but I digress on that, but back to Elizabeth Warren. This is what she don't understand. Right? She acting like she's an economist. She's a law professor. Right? She's not an economist. And she think that just because she can write people off or write the student loan debt off, it's not gonna solve everything. It's not gonna solve anything. Anyway, if anything, it's gonna create more problems, as it already is. Right? It's a complex issue, right? And she's doing this clearly to buy the millennial votes, or the people who's in debt votes. I'm in debt myself, and I already see through the BS right now. This is not gonna work, right? I would love for my student loan to be gone, but I don't think this is the right approach. I don't want your write-off, right? Because you're gonna make it harder for me to live, right? It doesn't make any sense. And if you're one of those millennials who's for this, you are completely brainwashed. You don't know anything about economy, all right? You don't know anything about the consequence of writing this off, this quantitative easing, all right? You don't know. They're gonna say, "Oh, how would you know?" I know because of all the previous implement that the government touches. All right. Look at all the subprime mortgage. That's government control. Look what happened. It crashes. All right. Look what happened to Obamacare, free healthcare. Right. Well, look what happened. It crashes. Medicare is about to be run out of money in 16 years. Social Security is about to be run out of money in 16 years. All right, it's crashing. It's crashing right now. What we do is need to take all these government should be taken out of everything. All right, We should have as limit small government as possible. See, the government purpose is to protect us from outside intruders and invasion, not to get into these social issues like free healthcare, free education, and all this stuff. That's not the government business. That's not what the role are. The role is to protect the country in natural interest, not to give out free money and all that stuff. The goal is to protect from foreign enemies and intruders. Right? That's what Donald Trump is doing. Right, building the wall, the southern border. That's what he's supposed to do. Prevent us from being invaded. Not to get all these other business things that we shouldn't be in real estate. Like, no, that's not the government problem. But Elizabeth Warren, she know that she's losing. That's why she do this to buy votes. That's what she is. That's basically what it is, right? She's claiming that quantitative easing will solve the problem. Look what quantitative easing do to 2008. All right, it didn't solve anything. It inflated our money. Our money is more valueless now. All right, but let me know you agree. You think it's the right thing that Elizabeth Warren are pushing? You think it's gonna solve anything? All right, let me know you agree. Leave a comment below. And once again, I'm not sponsored by anyone. That means I'm not bound by outside interference. That means I'm unscripted, unrehearsed, and unedited. And you like what I do, right? You can support me by following me on social media or subscribe to this channel. And on that note, guys, let me know you agree. Once again, as always, this is a Highly Evolved Podcast. My name's Stefan, and I'll see you guys in the next broadcast. All right, I'm signing out. Peace.